Hello and welcome to Spotlight On. I'm your host, Catherine Falk. The Fredericksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce supports local businesses through workforce initiatives, business development, and marketing. Today we have Kyle Allwine, Community Advancement Manager, with us to tell us about the Chamber's current advocacy efforts on behalf of our community. Welcome, Kyle. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really look forward to this.
Absolutely. So tell us about the Chamber's advocacy efforts.
So the Chamber of Commerce is, in the Fredericksburg region at least, we're responsible for about 850 business members as well as their 40,000 employees. And we have about 400,000 people that live in the Fredericksburg region and the other businesses that aren't members, but we're always looking out for the general well-being of that regional economy. So we're always looking for pro-business environment, good, solid economic standards and practices from both federal, state, and local advocacy. And to accomplish that every single year, whether it's the General Assembly or Congress, we're constantly monitoring the type of legislation that's coming across. Just this past year with the 2018 General Assembly, we evaluated all 4,000 some odd bills to see would they have a positive or negative impact on our regional economy, and then we react to that.
That's great. And what's on your advocacy agenda this year?
So it's no surprise to anyone that drives anywhere up and down 95, the Fredericksburg region, Northern Virginia, traffic is an issue. And as we look at that cost of congestion, what does it cost a family to just sit in congestion on I-95, 495, even down in Fredericksburg? What is the cost of that? As we evaluate that, we're finding out that many families have that as a burden. Well, guess what? It's not just families that's costing. It's also businesses. Everything from a private ambulatory service to trucks that are delivering goods, food, products, all those types of things are impacted by traffic, and those costs are being pushed on to consumers as well. And so we are really trying to evaluate how to solve that issue, at least in the Fredericksburg region. And what we see as the primary driver of that is just some tweaks that need to be made to Smart Scale, which is the Commonwealth of Virginia's prioritization process for state highway funds for new investment in road construction.
Great. So what are you going to ask the Commonwealth for?
So as part of those Smart Scale changes, we're really looking at three different things. The Fredericksburg region is unique in that relative to the Northern Virginia region, they can go 45 minutes and have access to good high quality jobs. In the Fredericksburg region, we have some good high paying, good quality jobs, but about 60,000 people commute north every single day. And those currently don't get tracked in Smart Scale. They don't get evaluated. And so in the scoring metrics, those projects score less. The other impact to Smart Scale that we'd like to see addressed is that there is currently the option for regions such as Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads to actually do what's called a regional transportation authority. A regional transportation authority collects local dollars to do local matches to then leverage those funds to score better on Smart Scale and get more product investment. And one of the things that we'd like to have is, since we're compared to Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads, we'd like to have that equitable opportunity to have a regional transportation authority.
Great. And what other issues are you going to advocate on or bring to their attention?
Definitely. We're always looking, as anyone in this area knows, workforce is a big issue. How do we get that skills gap closed up? We're also looking at education, both K through 12 as well as higher education, to make sure we're meeting the needs of our next generation of workers. Then we're also going to be looking at rural broadband. And then the last thing that we're probably going to be looking at this year is healthcare, of course. Access to affordable and quality healthcare for both businesses and their consumers.
Great. And it's the change in technology in automotive areas like electric cars. Is that impacting the region?
Most definitely. So as you'll see over the next 10 years or so, as electric vehicles become more prominent in the fleet of the vehicles used by consumers, you're actually going to see a major financial cliff in the state's tax, how they attract tax dollars from the motor vehicle fuels tax. And so what you're looking at is that a lot of that funding is then used for Smart Scale and other processes to deliver state investment into road construction. And that cliff is sadly going to be met in a matter of years with those electric vehicles not being charged that gas fuel tax.
Great. Kyle, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And if you're interested in how the Fredericksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce can help your business, or you'd like to become a member, please visit their website. For Spotlight On, I'm Catherine Falk.